We're looking into the future for this one to 2029. That's when this technology will be required. The government says it will save hundreds of lives every year. This is Joe, a cardboard cutout who's helping us test out automatic emergency braking.
It's going to apply the brakes if you aren't able to reach them in time.
This safety feature already comes standard on several vehicles, including the Kia EV9 SUV. For this demonstration, James Cox from Courtesy Kia was driving about 20 miles per hour. As we're driving toward Joe, you can see James doesn't have his foot anywhere near the brake, but the vehicle still stops to avoid the obstacle in the road.
It's definitely going to apply its brakes pretty hard. You know, you might lean forward a little bit during that process of it applying the brakes.
In 5 years, the technology will be required in all new cars and light-duty trucks. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's new rule means cars must be able to stop and avoid contact with the vehicle in front of them at up to 62 miles per hour. The systems also have to be able to detect pedestrians in daylight and darkness. And the systems will have to apply brakes automatically up to 90 miles per hour if a collision with a vehicle is imminent, and up to 45 miles per hour when a pedestrian is detected.
Absolutely great that NHTSA, more so than requiring this, standardizing it. You know, that NHTSA is going to make it very clear so that consumers understand how the technology works and that there's a consistency across all vehicle types so that you know what you can or can't depend on the vehicle doing to help you out.
Carl Brower is an analyst for IC Cars. He says it should be relatively easy for car makers to meet the new standards.
The only thing that's tricky about this technology is that you never want it to false alarm. And I've experienced it myself. I've heard from plenty of other people who have too, where there's like a shadow being cast by a tree, and the shadow, for whatever reason at that time of day and that angle, sort of looks like a person on the road, and the car starts to go into panic mode thinking you're about to run into something.
NHTSA estimates the new requirements for automatic emergency braking will save at least 360 lives a year and prevent more than 24,000 injuries annually.
And this is going to work at lower speeds, high speeds. If you're inside of a parking lot and you're just driving around the parking lot, someone walks out or a vehicle pulls out from their space, you know, it's going to detect that if you don't detect it, and it's going to apply those brakes to keep you safe.
Just like it did for Joe. There's a separate rule coming which will require heavy trucks, including tractor trailers, to also have automatic emergency braking. I'm Susan Campbell.